AI is changing how humans think. Not in the future. Right now. People don't search for answers anymore. They ask machines to think for them. At first, it feels powerful. You type a question and instantly receive clarity, structured explanations, clean logic, perfect confidence. But something strange begins to happen. The more people rely on AI, the less they question information themselves. Because the answers feel finished, complete, certain. And certainty is comfortable. AI doesn't replace jobs first. It replaces effort. And effort is where thinking lives. Most people don't notice this shift because it feels productive. Faster answers, cleaner ideas, less mental pressure. But comfort has a cost. The brain works like a muscle. When you stop challenging it, it adapts. And slowly, thinking stops being a habit. It becomes optional. Speed changed how humans learn. Before AI, thinking required patience. People searched through books. They compared different sources. They argued with ideas. They doubted conclusions. That process was slow, but it forced the brain to work. AI removed most of that friction. Today, answers appear instantly, clear, structured, confident, and confidence feels trustworthy, even when it shouldn't. Most people don't verify AI responses. They trust the tone. They trust the clarity. They trust the speed. But speed changes how the brain processes information. When answers arrive too quickly, curiosity disappears. And curiosity is the engine of intelligence. Without curiosity, learning becomes passive. You stop exploring ideas. You start consuming them. Consumption feels productive, but it isn't understanding. Understanding requires struggle, confusion, mistakes, trial and error. AI removes most of that struggle. And when struggle disappears, long-term learning weakens. Students begin relying on AI to summarize complex topics. Workers rely on AI to generate solutions. Creators rely on AI to produce content. The results often look impressive, polished, professional, efficient, but something invisible is changing. People are producing more, while thinking less. This creates a new type of intelligence, surface intelligence. It sounds convincing. It looks structured. It feels smart. But it breaks under real pressure because real problems are messy. They don't follow clean patterns. They don't have perfect answers. They require judgment. And judgment is built through experience, not prediction. AI predicts patterns. Humans create meaning. When people stop building meaning, they lose decision strength. At first, this change is invisible, but over time, people hesitate more. They depend on external validation. They trust algorithms more than intuition. And slowly, thinking moves from inside the human mind to outside tools. And that shift changes intelligence forever. Not everyone is losing the ability to think. Some people are becoming more intelligent than ever before, but they use AI differently. Most users ask AI for answers. Smart users ask AI to challenge their thinking. Instead of asking, "What is the solution?" they ask, "What am I missing?" Instead of copying information, they question it. Instead of trusting AI conclusions, they test them. AI becomes a thinking partner, not a replacement. This difference is subtle, but it changes everything. When someone uses AI correctly, their brain stays active. They compare ideas. They explore contradictions. They analyze logic. AI accelerates their thinking instead of replacing it. But this requires effort, and effort is exactly what most people try to avoid. Convenience is addictive. The easier something becomes, the less people question it. And AI is designed to be easy. Instant responses, perfect structure, confident tone. It feels like intelligence, but real intelligence is uncomfortable. It requires doubt, uncertainty, reflection. Smart AI users intentionally create friction. They ask AI to argue against them. They ask for multiple perspectives. They request alternative explanations. They ask AI to explain ideas in simpler terms, and then in more complex ones. They use AI to test their knowledge, not replace it. Over time, this creates something powerful. While most people depend on AI, these users train their minds faster than ever before. They become better problem solvers, better decision makers, better thinkers. And the gap between these two groups is growing every day. One group is becoming more efficient, the other group is becoming more intelligent.
History shows a pattern. Every powerful technology changes human behavior. Calculators reduced mental math. GPS reduced navigation skills. Social media reduced attention spans. But AI is different, because AI doesn't just assist human abilities. It reshapes how humans think. When thinking becomes optional, decision quality begins to decline. At first, this change is invisible. People still appear productive. Work is completed faster. Information is easier to access. Communication becomes smoother. But speed hides something dangerous: shallow understanding.
When people rely on external intelligence, they stop building internal judgment.
And judgment is what guides real-life decisions, career choices, financial risks, personal relationships, moral decisions. AI can suggest options, but it cannot carry responsibility. Responsibility always belongs to humans, and responsibility requires strong thinking. Without it, people begin outsourcing decisions. They wait for recommendations. They follow algorithms. They trust automated suggestions. Over time, confidence shifts away from human instinct. People begin doubting their own reasoning. They rely more on systems than on themselves. This shift isn't happened suddenly. It happens gradually. Comfort replaces challenge. Convenience replaces effort. And slowly, critical thinking becomes rare, not because people are less intelligent, but because they stopped training intelligence. The most dangerous change isn't AI becoming smarter than humans. The most dangerous change is humans becoming passive thinkers. And passive thinkers are easier to influence, easier to control, easier to mislead. Because they stop asking questions, they accept answers. And history shows that societies that stop questioning begin losing direction. AI will continue evolving. It will become faster, more accurate, more integrated into everyday life. Soon, AI won't feel like a tool, something that surrounds how people work, learn, and communicate. And most people will adapt to this world without questioning it, because convenience always wins first. But the future will not be divided between people who use AI and people who avoid it. That division is already disappearing. The real divide will be different. It will separate people who think with AI from people who let AI think for them. And that difference will shape careers, opportunities, wealth, influence, freedom of thought. People who rely completely on AI will become efficient followers. They will execute tasks faster, produce more content, complete work quickly. But people who think alongside AI will become creators of ideas. They will design solutions, lead innovation, make decisions others follow. Technology has always rewarded those who learn how to use it consciously, not those who use it passively. AI is not replacing intelligence. It is amplifying habits. If someone avoids thinking, AI will help them avoid it faster. If someone trains their mind, AI will accelerate their growth. And this is why the future of intelligence is no longer defined by knowledge. Knowledge is everywhere now. The future belongs to people who know how to question knowledge, how to test ideas, how to stay curious even when answers are easy to find. Because intelligence was never about having answers. It was always about knowing how to think. And in the age of AI, that skill may become the rarest advantage of all.